7:04 your time, 46 degrees on this Friday morning edition of Tennessee Valley This Morning. A quick look at the headline news. Volley for a Cure 2011 enters its final phase today at 4 o'clock. All the events take place at Walker Arena at the Lee University campus. The closer will be the 7 p.m. matchup between the 4th-ranked Lee Lady Flame volleyballers against the Lady Tigers of Brunel. Last year's event raised $20,000. It's going to be a big party starting at 4. Go out and have some fun. Another perfect score for the Bradley County Trustee's Office. The State Comptroller's Office recently completed the annual audit, resulting in a score of 100%. Congratulations to the Trustee's Office. Boys and Girls Club of Cleveland and Polk County have just received a $2,500 gift from Bowater and TVA. Bowater awards the grants based upon every 250,000 hours worked without an accident at the plant. One of Bradley County's most prominent citizens and community volunteers has died. Ruth Heston was a longtime Hiwassee Chapter American Red Cross volunteer. She was instrumental in teaching life-saving and aquatic skills to thousands of children in Bradley County during her many years of volunteer service. Ms. Heston was 106 years old. That's your headline news. Let's take a look at your forecast. It's not looking bad. Oh, they changed the 6 degrees. It suddenly went up there, didn't it, Nikki?
It's going to be
today,
59 degrees higher.
Yeah, today is 68, tomorrow 65, Sunday 63. Overnight lows in the upper 30s to low 40s. Right now it's 46 degrees. Looking forward to a good weekend as I take the hike with my friend up into the Cherokee National Forest and do some photography with the photography group. It's a photography hike. That's what it is. Right. With a teacher that shows you how to take good pictures. So that's going to be fun tomorrow. Good day for it. Hope you plan to get out tomorrow and have some fun as well. 7:06. Alan Mincey's here and he's been injured. Oh. Was this a bar fight or something? I don't.
Oh yeah. This was down at the
other guy, right?
Of course, if you know Alan, you know that's a joke because he's not that kind of guy.
This was down at the Salvation Army.
Salvation Army.
Trying to get some coffee. No,
coffee.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Wrestling your way up to the coffee bar.
Joel, I want that. I want that. No. This is just had surgery on my thumb. Oh. Trigger thumb.
Trigger thumb.
Dr. Stone. Hey, Dr. Stone. He's not up, but he did it on my left thumb about 2 years ago and did the right thumb yesterday. Okay. So
you're not going to be able to give a thumbs up for the movie guys or a thumb. Can you still give a thumbs up or thumbs down?
Well, I can do that, but I don't know if I can do the Dan Howell. Dan Howell like the movie, but no one else will. Yeah. Like that. I don't know that one, but.
Alan, of course, Vice President with United Way. I think communications.
That's what I do.
United Way of Cleveland, Bradley County, and longtime friend, and we like to have him on every now and then to give us an update on what's going on. You're involved in so many things. I guess first we're going to talk about United Way, right?
Well, let's talk about what's going on today concerning United Way.
Okay.
We have our Southern Heritage Bank food drive.
Okay.
And that takes place, this is the 13th year I believe we've done it. And what they do is Southern Heritage promotes this food drive that collects non-perishable items that will be distributed to our agencies. Okay. We have several agencies that have food pantries, the Harbor Safe House where the abused spouses go. They need food. Signal Center that feed the children there needs food. The emergency shelter. They take some of the food that we collect. Even the Boys and Girls Club will take some, use it for the Christmas dinner that they do, as well as getting it into the hands of a lot of folks that are in need of food. They have more of a direct contact with them than some others do. So, and then we have some of the programs that are funded through the Bradley Memorial Health Endowment Fund that we get some of the food out to them. So it's going out to many people in need in our community. Okay. And Southern Heritage has done it with the cooperation of, we've got 15 different companies and schools that are involved this year. I know this morning I just heard from Lisa Irby, the new principal over at E.L. Ross. Sure. And she said they've already collected 1,300 cans.
Oh, that's great.
She doesn't know how she's going to get them down to Southern Heritage, but she'll find a way. But I've got a list of the companies if you don't mind me.
Sure, read them.
Okay, these are the companies that are involved along with the Southern Heritage Bank: Bender Realty, the Sheriff's Department, Bradley County Sheriff's Department, Cleveland Fire Department, the YMCA. Rodney always brings us food over to. Cleveland Utilities, Eaton Electrical, Manufacturers Chemicals, LLC, and Peyton Southeastern. And then the schools, this is hard to do with one hand,
I
you
was
know.
going to say you're doing quite well there.
No, I've got it until I have to go deeper, I guess. But and I don't know if I've got enough time for that. But schools will be E.L. Ross, Hopewell Elementary School, Michigan Avenue gets involved, North Lee is involved, Parkview Elementary School is involved, Waterville Elementary School, and Walker Valley High School is always involved. And they actually raise not just food, collect food for us, but also raise money and distribute it. And you're looking at the guys over here too.
There's something.
Yeah, Rob and Ryan are
you
getting
can't
something
see what's
prepared.
going on offset, but
Something is.
There's a
I like that.
conspiracy going on
brewing.
the side over there.
And it. Okay. The food drive goes through today, and today we'll all be down at Southern Heritage Bank. People can drop off food there.
Okay,
so
I was going to ask you if I could just somebody
yes.
in their car on the way to work.
you can. Yeah. We don't want anyone to think it's just these companies that are involved or schools. Any individuals
The
can
whole
come by.
community get involved.
And a lot of folks have been dropping off food at the 3 offices for Southern Heritage Bank.
Yeah.
So.
Alan, is it just cans that you can bring, or what about?
Well, you can bring anything that's non-perishable as far as food goes. We don't want any glass objects.
Okay.
But if you've got diapers or anything like that, I know that we can get those into the hands of.
Sure.
We're not really there to collect clothing or anything
Food
like
items.
that.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
But,
food items primarily.
yeah.
Okay.
And Lee Stewart and the folks down there always have it's always just so successful, and we expect it to be so again this year.
And that's going on today.
Right,
And if you're
today
at
is the
home
last
watching,
day.
go to your pantry, get out 3 or 4 cans of food that you're
Right.
not going to eat this weekend, put it in a bag, and take it by
If everybody did
one of
that,
the branches of
Two
Southern
or 3
Heritage.
cans, it'd be a lot of food.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
not to promote another communications organization or whatever, but our friend Steve Hartline,
Yeah.
he'll be down there broadcasting live today.
Oh, he will?
Oh,
Good
yeah.
for Steve. He's always very community-minded.
He is.
He is.
And a lot of
We
folks,
give him a hard time, but he actually is a friend. So in case you're wondering, he actually is a
He
friend.
is,
So.
and he's done this, I guess, ever since they've done it. So we appreciate Steve coming down, and we appreciate the banner running photographs and the publicity, and you guys have too. And we just, it's called Cleveland Helping Cleveland,
Yeah.
and that includes all of us that promote it as well.
Yeah.
So we thank
Speaking
you for
of
that.
communication outlets, there's a big event at noon today, I understand. The CMA, you're involved in the Cleveland Media Association.
Right? Yeah, they meet.
That's going on today.
They meet today, and I understand that the program today might include one of your next guests.
Oh.
Oh, yes, I think that's right. Rob and Ryan are
I think
coming.
Ryan may be doing the program today.
Ryan is.
I believe so.
We'll
I'm
ask
not
about
sure.
that. Well, the program may be in jeopardy if Ryan is involved.
Well, fortunately for me, I will be at the food drive. So, no, I better watch what I say. Those guys are plotting, as you say.
I know they are. They just.
Dan, if I could say one thing about our campaign.
Please do.
We are coming toward the end of our United Way campaign for the year. We are well, I hate to say it, but we're behind what we have normally raised by this time of the year right now. But it's hard to compare a year to another year because it depends on which companies may have done their campaigns or which individuals have, oh, I forgot to make my pledge, I'll need to make my pledge now. We've got several companies that are still doing United Way campaigns. We'll be at Eaton Electrical and Eaton Hydraulic, I know, a couple of times next week. But if you are an individual watching and haven't made your pledge to United Way this year, as you always do, please do so as soon as possible. We have 4 report luncheons that we schedule. Doesn't mean that the 4th one will be the last time that we report any numbers, but it will be the last report luncheon, and that's coming up a week from Wednesday. So if you can get those numbers to us, we would appreciate it. The money is very important to get into the hands of these agencies that provide our services.
Yeah, it benefits a lot of agencies. Red Cross, Boys and Girls Club, we could go down the list, more than 200 agencies that really make our community's quality of life what it is, and it all stems back to the the campaign for United Way, so it's important that we do that. It's 7:14, and we have to take a break, Alan.
Oh, I want to bring those guys, the movie guys.
You want to bring them on?
Yes. Can I sit over there and watch them?
Oh, yeah,
as
please
they
do.
watch
We'll
me?
have donuts.
Yeah.
And
Oh
watch
yes,
them.
we'll have.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great. We'll
yeah.
throw one at them maybe.
There you go. Throw something at them.
Okay.
They're plotting. I know they're plotting. They just left the studio to do
Whispering.
something, and whispering, and something's rattling.
Pointing.
You have to stay tuned for that. But Alan Mincey from United Way, appreciate him coming by today and giving us that
Thank you, Alan.
update.
Thanks, Dan.
It's 7:14. Back in a moment with our movie guys to find out what movies you should or should not see this weekend on